So this middle piece here, it's just one big large chunk of rust. I could never scrape or get this dry enough. It's going to get replaced, so we vacuumed up as much of the crap as we can. There's still that just ground out the one head there because it was stripped, and we're going to get this side here as well because there's a couple in there, but that's just loosening it up on that side. Yeah. So but we took out the back plate for the pedals there. Okay, so there's a couple here on this side.
All you have here is a poor body with a lot of junk welded in.
Yeah. But we spent all day yesterday just disassembling a bunch of stuff, and we're going to probably spend the rest of the day disassembling more here. Stand back. You can see all the dust. That's all rust.
Okay.
Right, so this is out in a scrap pile now. We're going to keep it for now because we're going to have to trace it for a pattern, but that's out. So the next step here is we're going to take off this front grille because it's just going to be in our way, and Dad's going to take that off here with the impact gun. He's just setting it up right now. So Dad and I got the front grille off here. Now Dad's got to start disassembling a bunch of the stuff underneath here because it's all welded into place. So he's just going to start going at that. And he doesn't want to unhook any of these lines here yet because some of these lines are still have oil in them. So this is what he's going to be doing here probably for the next hour or two, is just disassembling all this. So Dad's got to the point here where he's got to start cutting out some of this crap from the previous
I have to cut it because we welded everything.
And it's just not going to work otherwise. So we're hoping we're not starting a fire here, but we can only disassemble so much because the guy welded a bunch of crap in there. And so we're going to see how this goes. So we just cut that out, and it's now in the scrap heap of history. We're going to go see what else has to be done. So now that we got that steering column out, Dad is just going to just cutting some more stuff. So Dad's just managed
So
to.
this has to be cut out, yes?
Yeah.
This has to be cut out. So I can take all this crap out of here. Then I gotta undo the hoses and put a connector in so I can take the heater out, otherwise they're gonna be flooded from the rad. So we're just gonna take a break here for a couple minutes.
So Dad's still disconnecting hoses here. We've got the front opened up. It's late afternoon, and this is the kind of stuff that I'm vacuuming up. It's quite apparent that nothing was ever cleaned out of this machine ever. Finding nuts, bolts, screws, that sort of thing, I expect all that, pieces of insulation, twigs and leaves, but you find actual tools and whatever else, and like there's just some things I just don't understand how you would have dropped it and then didn't bother to pick up. So Dad is cutting some of these hoses free here. He's got to replace a lot of the hoses here anyways.
This is all junk from that power steering they put in.
Okay.
With no belt driving it.
Right. So
Crescent wrench.
crescent wrench. So Dad discovered why the power steering wasn't working. There was no belt attached. There's a lot of hoses that are just coming out, thrown it.
Mickey Mouse anyway.
Yeah, it's a lot of the stuff's going to the dustbin of history. Dad's gonna rejig everything on the inside. Probably got another day or two of just ripping stuff out. Another crescent. So we got to get all this stuff out of the way. It's literally in the way for us to do anything.
Well, we're not using any of this again.
So
To stop
Dad's just trying to make sure that he's not making a mess as he's doing it, but it's almost impossible. So we're gonna keep going on here, and it's late afternoon, October 13th, I believe it is today, and you're not going to see this video probably till about the 25th or 27th. Okay, so Dad's going to continue pulling a lot of this cabling out, or these hoses I mean, and he was working on the back here, getting some of this stuff ready. Yeah, and he's gonna keep working on the back here while I'm working on the front, and you can see he's pulled out a bunch of stuff here already, and a lot of this stuff I imagine is probably just going to be thrown out. Looks like this guy probably put a brand new transmission in at some point because it's pretty clean. Can't imagine he would just clean that and then not the rest of it. We still got to take out that heater motor that might be, or the blower motor I mean.
I have got to cut a bunch of iron there yet.
Oh, okay.
Or I can take that out. It's welded in.
Okay. So we're going to keep on going here and keep on cleaning and removing stuff. I'm cleaning, Dad's removing. And
okay, I'm gonna start pulling it there. You feed it from here.
okay. So now that we're cleaning up more, this is one of the things Dad wanted me to identify here. This spring that's just attached to a wire that's just been wrapped around. It's got a, Dad just said we got to take this mechanism off. So it's kind of the things that Dad finds when he's ripping apart these old Bombardiers. Dad's been disassembling all day here, taking the torch to everything. This is Dad's current pile.
Okay, this is what come out. That's junk. The dash, the floor, the heater, the steering, the power steering that was never hooked up to a belt. And everything is welded in. As you can see, I had to cut it all off.
Yeah.
He couldn't bolt stuff because...
Okay. And we just added the blower motor heater to that. That's old and for the dustbin of history. Dad just cut that out. The dash is in behind there. So this is the current pile, and this is after, well, 2 days of disassembling, and we still have more to go. Okay, so look at all...
This one has to come out yet.
Yeah.
This, the rod there,
Okay.
has to be cut here. We'll take the bolt out here, take the steering out because I need that. And then we're going to start going backwards.
Okay. So you can see, we can see right to the end here now. And I still actually have quite a bit of cleaning here.
We're going to cut all this out too.
Yeah.
And we're going to go with hose all the way through instead of this kind of stuff.
Okay. That's going to show us this kind of stuff.
Every time you put a kinked elbow in or something
Yeah.
like that, it slows down. So we'll put hose right through.
Yeah, this is pipe here, guys. This is why it's all wrapped up.
It's plumbing.
Yeah, it's plumbing pipe. And it's all rusted out. And so Dad says we're just going to replace all that with proper
We'll take
hose.
this out, that cable and or the pulley and all that brake system, the drive shaft comes out, all those springs, and then we're going to put new hoses all the way through.
Great. And so Dad's been ripping stuff out here as well.
The rad has to come out. We have to put a spacer in here, another inch.
Do we have to recore this or get it
No.
recertified?
We're just gonna pull it out and put a spacer in here
Okay.
and drill it.
The reason why, guys, is the fan blade is literally right there. It's about, like, I don't know, half an inch or 5 mil of
From the rad.
clearance, which is
And
not good.
These motor mounts are rubber.
Yeah.
So there is torque on there.
Okay.
So the next thing comes out as you see that homemade setup he's got there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll show you what the shifter runs off of.
Okay, so just get down here. Oh, down where you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the shifter lever here.
Yeah.
So if that's facing down, then you can put a shifter in.
Yeah.
I don't know why they went to all this trouble for extra stuff and haywire and springs is not needed. And then couldn't even put one rod in, the double clamp.
Yeah. Well,
Just no thinking at all.
a couple extra pieces of rod
And
that
then
weren't long enough that
instead
they
of
found in the
Instead of making a bracket to hold them up,
Yeah.
they
nice piece of
put
wire.
some wire underneath and a 2x2.
Yeah. So as we clean more, we find more issues here, but I'm actually quite impressed at Dad's progress here. He's just buckled down and he wanted to get everything wide open so that he could start working on this one. And he was eager to get started on this blue wide gauge because he just wanted a break from the yellow one. The other one was kind of breaking his heart. So it's this here, at least we can get some progress done and then keep on going. What about all that wiring that's by your hand there? Is that
This is the main cable. I don't want that burnt.
okay?
This big yellow wire is
Yeah.
the power wire.
Okay, well, it's all stripped down here
No,
too, guys.
I can check all that out.
Okay,
I'll just follow it back.
yeah.
All this is going to something too. It could be those lights there.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'll test with a battery.
Yeah. Okay, so
It all takes time, that's all.
yeah.